So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your prediction for July 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, that was the Page of Wands that wanted to show itself. Anyway, it is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said now, let's begin. We're tapping into the, let me scoot over here, tapping into the Gemini collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Gemini need to know for July 2026? What do they need to know for July? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of our spread, we have the Sun. In the top row, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Hermit, and we have the Hanged Man. Flanking the Sun is the Queen of Swords. That's you, whether you're masculine or feminine, and the Ten of Pentacles. In the bottom row, we have a King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Judgment. Bottom of the deck, sneak peek now into August. Can't believe I'm saying that. Queen of Cups, Four of Swords. There's that Page of Wands wanted to show itself. That leaves the Nine of Swords, Justice, Lovers, and Six of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's begin to clarify. I'm using the After Tarot deck. If you're not familiar with this deck, the images are slightly different. It does alter or change the meaning of the cards. King of Swords, that's you as well, whether you're masculine or feminine, just wants to show itself. So as I was saying, the images do alter the meaning of the cards, and we'll go through them as necessary in your reading today. So we're clarifying this for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. For July 2026, we are clarifying Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Hanging Man, Queen of Swords, the Sun, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Judgment for the Gemini collective. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Pentacles is clarified by Knight of Wands. The Hermit is clarified by the High Priestess. I love that combination. The Hanging Man is clarified by the Five of Cups. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Death card. Huge transformation here for the Gemini collective. The Sun is clarified by the Ace of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by Temperance. The King of Cups is clarified by the Six of Cups. The King of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. And Judgment is clarified by the Hermit, which we already had here on the table. Bottom of the deck. August is going to be a biggie. You have the Tower. You have the Page of Cups. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. That leaves the Magician, the Ten of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Okay, interesting spread here. So your overall energy for the month of July 2026. The Sun to the Ace of Wands. You found it. You've discovered it. If you haven't yet, you will in the month of July. This is something that truly makes you happy. A creative endeavor, a passionate relationship, some new idea, a goal, a dream, a wish, a plan, something that you will put into motion, you will be working on. It makes you happy. Your goal here with whatever the Ace of Wands is the feeling is, I want the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I want to be emotionally as well as financially abundant and satisfied when it comes to the Ace of Wands. Again, and this will be different for all of you. Person, place, thing, dream, wish, goal. But the idea here is I'm now putting this into action, right? The wands are a suit of action. The Sun is Leo energy, which is more fire, action. So whatever the dream, wish, goal here is, it's no longer sitting on the shelf or collecting dust. You are accelerated. You're moving forward towards it. You're not doing it in an aggressive way that I can see. This seems to be something that is very tempered, and you're being very patient with yourself through this process, but you are ready to see this materialize. You're ready to put the plan into motion, if you will. The top row, we have the Three of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. It's possible for some of you, you're collaborating on this with another individual or a group of people. For others of you, it will be something solo that you're doing, but the feeling here is the same. I am pouring pentacle resource, time, love, money, commitment, talent, whatever it is, with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of passion. The Hermit to the High Priestess. This is a calling within. You've done the soul searching, or you'll do it very early on in the month of July. And the feeling is, I'm feeling called to move towards this Ace of Wands. Again, whatever or whomever it is, The Hanging Man to the Five of Cups, I'm tired of waiting, is the feeling that I get here. Like, I'm tired of waiting for the opportunity to come to me. The Five of Cups in the After Tarot deck is very unique. Typically, what we see in the Five of Cups is someone looking at the three cups that are spilled over. They're lamenting, they're crying, disappointed. There's some remorse or regret that those three cups just didn't work out. Again, person, place, or thing. But and you'll usually hear tarot readers say, well, if you just turn around, there's another opportunity or another partnership waiting for you. But you're now looking at it. So you're no longer crying that this particular situation, environment, connection, job, whatever it is for you, just didn't pan out. It's like, okay, that didn't work out or didn't work out according to plan. So I'm now pivoting, clearly looking at the new connection, the new idea, the new dream. And it's like, I'm done waiting. I'm done just like looking at it. Now I want to put it into motion. Now I want to like I want to make it tangible. I want to bring it into the 3D. Queen of Swords to the Death card. Huge transformative energy here. Again, I'm done sitting around. I'm done thinking about this. I'm pivoting and moving in this direction. 10 of Pentacles to Temperance. This is what I was getting, that feeling of I want emotional contentment as well as financial abundance, but you're doing it in a tempered way. You're passionate, you're moving towards it, but you're not looking for overnight success or overnight happiness or something like that. But you are wholeheartedly dedicated, which says a lot about Gemini, because most of you know I'm a sun card carrying Gemini, and that immutable energy of ours and that duality of ours sometimes keeps us in hangman energy for a long time. So whatever this is, you've like definitively, you've made up your mind on this. You're like, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm doing it in a very tempered way. King of Cups to the Six of Cups. It's possible for you there's someone else here, like I said, involved in this. It doesn't have to be. This could either be you returning to a dream, wish, or goal, or someone returning to you, or you moving forward with someone who's already existing in your life. We'll see who this is in a second. King of Pentacles to Knight of Pentacles. This is, again, that I'm moving forward towards this. In the After Tarot deck, the Knight of Pentacles is on the move. Typically, we see the Knight of Pentacles, which we say is the most dependable knight, but we see them still frozen, not moving. But in the After Tarot deck, there's a leg up. The horse is moving. So the dream, wish, goal, the plan, if you will, is now in action. Judgment to the Hermit. It's like, this was the best decision I could have made for myself. I have to do this. In August, we see you here moving forward. Again, my heart is open towards this dream, wish, or goal, and there's now discovery. There's inquiry. Could be communication. The Tower to the Page of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. The feeling here in August is I've made great progress. I've made great progress. So let's see what this is all about, because this seems to be an offer opportunity that comes through because of this, because of your dedication to this. So let's begin to clarify. I want to clarify the sun for you. Clarify the sun here. Gemini's overall energy for the month of July. And I will say in meditation, I don't know if this will be relevant for any of you, but in meditation for your reading, I had a song come up and I really did not understand what it was trying to say to me. So when I looked it up, I was surprised to see that it is a song from Erasure and it's called A Little Respect. So that might be something that you want to listen to and see if that resonates for you. It might not be for all of you, but it might be for some of you. The sun. Tell me why the sun is here for Gemini's overall energy for the month of July. One more shuffle. Thank you. The sun is clarified by the 10 of Cups. I told you that's what you're going after. 9 of Cups and the 3 of Wands, bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. There's that feeling. This won't be easy. 10 of Wands, the moon, the star. You're moving towards this wish fulfillment. You're stepping into the role of the emperor, whether you're masculine or feminine. And that sun is, I'm moving in this direction because I feel like this would be best for me. This would make me very, very happy. And not short-term happiness, long-term happiness. Ace of Wands. What is the Ace of Wands here? What is the Ace of Wands here for Gemini? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands, clarified by the Devil, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles, bottom of deck, Wheel of Fortune. This is huge. You're putting a plan into motion to move on from a situation, environment, or connection that was not pleasing to you. And it could be an area. Like I know for me, I now have like this 6 month to 1 year plan to like relocate. So you take this how it resonates to you, but that Ace of Wands is something that you're wholeheartedly dedicated to. I love the devil energy in this respect because that's Saturn. Father Saturn is basically, if you pass the test, if you put in the hard work, you'll start reaping the rewards of that. And I think that's what's happening here. But the second message that I got is you're not doing this out of ego. Typically what we see in the devil card are two people shackled to one another, shackled to the podium the devil presides over. But in the After Tarot deck, the people are free. So you're not doing this out of ego, wounded ego, pride, codependency, any type of toxic attachment. This is a very freeing energy. Like, I am willing to put in the hard work for whatever this is. The Five of Pentacles in the After Tarot deck is coming out of a state of lack. This is, I'm moving in this direction because I feel it would be emotionally or financially, possibly both, pleasing for me. So I feel like this is like a long-term goal. And there's that Six of Pentacles in the After Tarot deck. We are walking away from a situation, environment, connection. Again, could be like a living situation like I'm doing that's just no longer emotionally pleasing to you. So whatever that Ace of Wands is for you, you have definitively decided what that is. There's no duality here going back and forth. I feel like you've done that already. And now you're moving in this direction. You're creating a plan and you're wholeheartedly invested to making that plan a reality. You feel like this is the opportune time, even though it may not be an easy lift for you to do this. Let's clarify that Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. This is putting in the work. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Five of Cups, which we have right there. The Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. I think some of you are doing this with someone else. Now, this could be a friend, a family member, a lover, a business partner. It could be your boss. You're doing this in concert with someone else because of a disappointing situation, environment, or connection that you feel you need to move on from. You're definitely doing this in concert with someone else. For those of you where you're absolutely not doing this in concert with anyone else, then this is just you and you. This is like you and future you working on this. Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands is clarified by Queen of Swords. There you are again. Queen of Wands. Oh, and the King of Cups. Most of you are doing this with someone else. Sun. So you're creating a plan. You're devising a plan here. So I don't know if something transpired here between you and this person. It's possible. Don't take that if it's not yours. But I have the energy here of two individuals, possibly three for some of you. If this is like a, within the context of like a group, like a friend group, community group. It could be like a family here. But most of you are doing this in concert with at least one other person. There's a lot of passion and a lot of drive to move forward in this particular direction. They could be another air sign, a fire sign, or a water sign. Hermit to the High Priestess. This is like after a lot of thought, a lot of contemplation. Tell me about the Hermit. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hermit is clarified by the Six of Cups. This is this person, the Lovers, and Justice. Wow, Gemini, King of Wands. Some of you could be doing this with another air sign. We have Libra now on the table. We also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Regardless, they could be a Virgo. But regardless of this person's energy, I do believe you're doing this in concert here with someone else. And again, who that person is will be different for all of you. But this is a choice that you and this individual are making. There's something else here that only take this if it resonates with that High Priestess. You're doing this in secret. One or two of you are doing this in secret. You're creating this plan and moving forward with it. Maybe you're not telling a lot of people at work that you're planning on leaving the job, or you're not telling a lot of people in this community group that you're thinking of moving on from them, or you're relocating. It could be for some of you, you're in a relationship, but you're not letting everyone know. I don't know if there's triangulation here happening, but if it is, again, it's only like you and this person know this plan. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. Clarify the High Priestess. One more shuffle. I don't know if you just heard that, if my mic picked it up, but it sounded like an 18-wheeler truck going by. And you know, like when they pull on the horn, that's what I just heard. So I'm going to take that as a sign. Whether you're doing this with one person, a group of people, or just by yourself, most of you will keep most of the details of this to yourself. The High Priestess is the only card in tarot who holds the book of knowledge, which I'm looking at as like the plan, wish, dream, goal here, the strategy. And you, or like this group of people, you're not telling anyone about this. High Priestess is clarified by King of Swords. There you are, the Chariot. You're moving forward with this, Gemini. Four of Cups, because of something disappointing. Yep, that's the truth. So you and this person, you and these people, or just you and your higher self are making this decision. You're moving forward. You're not telling a lot of people about it. And it's because something here has been emotionally or financially distressing or disruptive for you. So now you're creating a plan to extricate yourself from it, to move forward. And you're not telling a lot of people about this. The Hanging Man. Clarify the Hanging Man. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hanging Man is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Something you've been wanting for a long time. Again, Ten of Swords, because something that was disappointing, it's like now I need to move on from it. Bottom of deck, Knight of Pentacles. I need to create a plan. And I'll just use myself as an example, and then you can extrapolate it and apply to your life how you see fit. If you see my readings before, I've said, I love this house. I live in an old 1860 Victorian. I love the house. I bought it as a complete fixer-upper about 7 or 8 years ago. The goal was that, I was in my, mid-40s, and I thought this would be a great way for me to produce some side money. I could rent out the apartments in the house. The house was split before me into 2 apartments. And I thought I can take my time fixing it up, and the money I get, I can put in a little nest egg, and it'll create a retirement fund, because as someone who was nearing 50, I did not have a retirement fund, or not a sound retirement fund. And then the divorce happened. And I was so glad in hindsight that I bought the old fixer-upper, because I did not have tenants in it at that moment when I needed it. And I was able to move into it. But the house is a money pit for me. And it's not something that I can completely fix up all on my own. After struggling here for 6 years, I have decided I am moving in another direction. I can't fix up the house and sell it tomorrow and, move out of state or move somewhere else. I live in New Jersey. Most of you know it's very expensive here for me to live here. Like, my electricity bills are averaging $2,000 a month. In the winter, they're almost double, because the whole house is running on electric heat. So how many tarot readings can I possibly do to just keep up with a $4,000 electricity bill just to stay warm so my pipes don't freeze? It's crazy. So I have created this goal, if you will, of relocating out of state. So if I wanted to apply this to me, I'm not making a reading about me, I'm just giving you an example. This would be me in July saying, okay, you know what? I don't want to keep doing this indefinitely. I'm creating this plan, 6 month, 12 month, 18 month, whatever it is, and I'm moving forward with it. And maybe I have a person or a group of people here that are going to help me do that. And that person or group of people could be a lot of different people. This could be me and my partner. Me and my partner may be a realtor. Me and my partner and moving people. Whoever it is here, it could be the plumber, the electrician, people that I'm going to need to, factor into this and work with them to bring this house where it needs to be so I can sell it. So again, I feel like there's a couple of people here at play, but only take that if it's yours. But you're moving forward on this plan after something that was disappointing, again, either financially or emotionally. And most of you have at least one other person that you will be working with on this, or will be helping you with this. You can even apply this as in terms of a job. Maybe you're at a job, it's been disappointing, and you're like, you know what, I can't abruptly quit, but I do need to find a job that will pay me better, right? 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. I need to create a plan to leave a job that's not paying me what I'm worth, so I can find a job that does pay me what I'm worth. And so maybe you're working with a headhunter. Maybe you're working, you're on LinkedIn and all of these different sites, and you're trying to connect. Maybe you're putting your resume out there. I just see you moving forward with the plan, because something here has been disappointing for you. And it's like, I need to move on from it, or I want better for myself. So I hope that's resonating for those of you watching. So we have the 5 of Cups. This is moving towards the new. I can't cry that this house is costing me whatever it is. I find gratitude. The fact is, at least I have a house, right? So it's like finding gratitude, even though this didn't work out. Now this pivots me in a new direction. Clarify that 5 of Cups here for Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Cups is clarified. There's that sun. That's what you're moving towards. 7 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. You've cut through the illusion, the confusion, the I don't know if I should do this. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. It's a very autonomous decision that you're making here, whether you're working in concert, like I said, with one person or a group of people. And look at the 7 of Swords in the After Tarot deck. This is someone who's moving forward on a plan. They're doing it very covertly, very strategically, but it's because they don't want to make a mistake that they made in the past. They don't want to step into that trap. So again, the feeling is you're going very slow. We've got Lovers, King of Pentacles here again. So you're moving very slowly towards this. You're creating this plan. There could also be something here with writing. Maybe a lot of you are like writing out the plan. Like, these are all the things I have to do. And if you're looking for a job, this is what, you know, I want the next job to have in respect to like terms and benefits package. If I'm relocating, this is what I'm looking for in relocation, or this is what I have to do ahead of relocation. If this is you, that you've had a relationship end and now you're opening yourself up because you're ready for love, this could be several people that you're getting to know or dating, again, because you want to move forward. You want progress in a romantic partnership. I don't want to be alone anymore. I feel like I'm healed enough. I know what I don't want. I don't want a lover who breadcrumbs me. I don't want a lover where there's triangulation. So again, for some of you, if you have left that, this is, I'm now moving forward to find blank because I know what I want based on something else that has been disappointing. I'm not going to clarify the Queen of Swords, the Death card. I feel like that would be wasting your time, but this is you deciding I have to transform my life or do something differently, or I kind of have to get off my butt and put this plan into motion. Like, the time is now. I do want to see what that 10 of Pentacles is for you. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Aside from it being in regards to emotional or financial abundance, I'm also feeling like long-term goal, because Pentacles are like years. So this is like long-term goal. One more shuffle. Thank you. It's not like overnight. The Death card, that's what you're doing. You're transforming your life. The Devil and the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have that Five of Pentacles. So look at you making the decision, very clear-minded. I'm going to put a lot of effort into this. I don't know what this is for you. You're deciding I'm going to put a lot of effort into this. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Look, we have it again. Because of something that has not been emotionally pleasing to me, or financially pleasing, or maybe both. And High Priestess, you are keeping this to yourself. Ace of Wands. You're keeping this new beginning to yourself. You're not giving people a lot of details about it. This is something you feel that you need to do for you. Clarify this further for Gemini. We're going to clarify Temperance now. One more shuffle. This is like the moment of alchemy. That is what Temperance is in some respect. So it's a moment of alchemy. Like, this didn't work. I'm going to take a little bit from this and a little bit from this. What didn't work? What did work? I'm bringing it together to create what I want. Surprised we didn't see the Magician card here for you yet. You have the Three of Swords. You have the Eight of Pentacles. And you have the 10 of Pentacles again. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. You're creating a long-term plan here. You're not doing it, again, because you're wounded. You're not doing it out of toxic codependency or anything like that. The heart is healed. So I feel a calling to put in a lot of sweat equity. Now be careful with that. The Devil is ruled by Saturn. You could overwork yourself on whatever this is to find this love partner, to relocate, to find a job. I mean, this is sincere dedication towards the path. Look at the Eight of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Like, I'm willing to put in the effort here. I want to achieve this goal. So, you know, I'm willing to work 8 days a week to make this happen. So I would just be careful when it comes to like physical fatigue here for some of you. But I'm interested to see who is this King of Cups person here. Clarify the King of Cups here for Gemini. Who is the King of Cups? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Cups is clarified by the Fool. There's your new beginning. Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, which consequently we have here in August. I think most of you are doing this with someone else. Again, it could be the boss, the business partner, realtor, financier, contractor. It could be your romantic partner, a family member, a very trusted friend. Because remember, whoever you're working with on this, even if it's a group of people, none of you are releasing the details. Like the plumber is not going to go around and be like, you know what, I just helped Gemini do all the plumbing in their house because they're getting ready to sell it. It's sort of like this is being done covertly. Clarify that Six of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Two of Cups. I told you, you have someone else here. King of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles. You're definitely working in concert here with someone else, whether this is, again, professional, platonic, or romantic soulmate. King of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands. This person's going to help you do this. This person is also protecting this. They're not telling a lot of people about this either. I don't know why that is. But look at that Seven of Wands. It's like we're drawing a line in the sand. This is what we're doing. We're not going to tell a lot of people about it. I don't know if you're worried about like confrontation or arguments. Like you don't want to tell your landlord that you're thinking of relocating just yet, because maybe that means you have to break a lease and you don't want to hear it. So it could be like you're working with a realtor to find another place to live, but it's like, we're not going to tell the current landlord because we don't want an argument. And you're not going to tell your current job if you're leaving them. You're not going to tell your person if you're leaving them. You're certainly not going to tell your person if you're leaving them for another person. So whatever is occurring here, I have two people deciding to move forward on a dream, wish, plan, or goal. They're doing it quietly, not telling a lot of people, maybe getting some people to help them with it. And again, whoever that is to you, but we don't need to give everyone the details on this. I'm curious to see, who is this King of Pentacles? Clarify the King of Pentacles here. This person's going to help you with this. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Pentacles is clarified. Well, there's that Tower in August. The Two of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. This person is helping you. I don't know why I'm getting this. You're not telling a lot of people about this. You're not telling a lot of people about this. You're keeping it to yourself. And Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Virgo energy at its highest vibration. And that's your cousin sign. You're both ruled by Mercury. Where Gemini, we tend to get lost in the details, right? When we do something, that's why we fluctuate back and forth on whether or not we want to move forward with something. But Virgo is grounded energy. It's grounded mercurial energy. We're both ruled by Mercury. So when you can ground the energy, now you can take all those details and create the strategy or create the plan. So there's something here at play. Curious to see what this is. The plan. So you're creating the plan. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by Eight of Wands, Five of Swords, and there's that Page of Wands, which we see in August. This is not an overnight thing. This is rolling into August, guys, gals. Whatever you're working on, you're going to continue to work on it here in August. And there's something here. We have the Six of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. You are moving forward towards this Ace of Pentacles, which we had here, both decks, with someone else. You're moving forward and you're not, okay, talk about pre-shadow Mercury retrograde. This is the third reading in a row that I'm doing. And right around that, somewhere between 20 and 30 minute mark, the camera just stops operating. It's plugged in. The battery is 100%. I don't know why it happened for Aries. It happened for Taurus. And now it's happening for you. So I was in the middle of saying, and I don't know where exactly it cut off at. If the battery was dying, I would have gotten a warning. And then I would have said, all right, time out, Gemini. I got to plug it in. But it's plugged in. It's at 100%. So that's wild to me. So what I was going to say was, I don't know why you've made the judgment call to move forward in this direction, but you're not telling a lot of people. And then the camera went dead. And I was like, oh. So there's something here of like operating in the shadows, operating in darkness, operating in secrecy. Very curious to know what this is all about. Judgment. Tell me about the judgment call here that is made. One more shuffle. Thank you. Judgment. Clarified by Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, there's that Ten of Wands. So the judgment call here is, I have to put in the effort to do this. If not now, when? If not now, when? I have to do this. If not now, when? Clarify the Hermit. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Swords, again. Four of Wands and the Moon. Again, you're keeping it a secret. The relocation, the new job, the relationship, the partnership. You have decided here to leave behind something that has been, at the very minimal, something that makes you emotionally discontent. You're not thrilled about it. You don't make a lot of money there. You're not very happy. The feeling here is, if I continue to stay in this 5-10 years down the line, I would regret it. Or if I return to this, I would regret it. So I'm moving forward. I'm making the choice to move forward. Changing jobs, changing career paths, relocation, relationship. I'm going to have to say here, if there was triangulation, because I have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Cups, we're ending this with only the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. I don't read body parts. So if there was a third party, because in third party readings, the Queen of Wands usually depicts like another person involved. That person's not involved. So I don't know who that person is to you. Again, maybe you're not letting the boss know, the mother know, the father know, you know, your current partner, their current partner. There's something like I'm not letting the boss know. So I have two people working on something, possibly involving others as they need it, and not telling a lot of people about it. It's all being done in secrecy here. Even the communication that you're having, it's all being done under the moon. Fascinating reading here. Let's get a couple of cards here for August, because again, I don't feel like this is all wrapped up by August. You're still working on it. Clarify the Queen of Cups, Four Swords, and the Page of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Four of Cups. That's a if not now, when. Ace of Cups. I have to go towards it. If not now, when. Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Wheel of Fortune. So if not now, when. I have to start doing this, and you're continuing to work on this. Whatever this is, you're still working on it in August. Clarify the Tower, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by Six of Wands. So there's progress being made. Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. You're moving forward here with someone. I don't know how else to say it. You're moving forward here with someone. The feeling is, I have to do this. I'm moving forward. I need to leave. I don't know who it is you're leaving behind. Like I said, person, place, thing, community. There's something here of I'm moving forward because this was disappointing. But there's someone here in August who either knows or they're sensing that you're moving on from them. And there's some sorrow here. But there you are in the red coat. And here you are in the red coat again. So Six of Wands, I'm moving towards victory. Here you are wearing red yet again. So maybe red is something. I'll look into the color red there because I don't know why my eyes just immediately focused on the red, and I feel like that's you. So even here, you're moving forward. And if you're ascending the mountain, it's the Hermit. So there is someone here that eventually you will be leaving behind. Situation, environment, connection, community, something like that. They either know you're moving on from them or they energetically know. And there's some like remorse or regret or sadness. But you're on the move. There's no doubt about it. There's no argument. Five of Wands, we're not fighting. Look at that Wheel of Fortune in both decks. High Priestess, keeping it a secret. Seven of Swords, there's that card of strategy. So bottom of this deck, you have Ace of Cups. You have Justice. Look at the Nine of Wands. I really feel like you're doing this with someone and not telling a whole hell of a lot of people about it. I hope that message was resonated for a lot of you. It resonated for me in bits and parts. So I'd be interested to know your comments below, Gemini, and how this resonates for you. But yeah, this dream, wish, or goal, moving forward with it. It's no longer a dream, wish, or goal. It's now a plan. It's a plan you're taking action on. And most of you have at least one other person that you're doing this with. And we just had the Patience card came out. So again, remember I was saying about that Temperance card. This is not something that happens overnight. Can we get 3 Oracle cards here for Gemini? Like this will take time. One more shuffle. Thank you. Leap. Taking a leap of faith. I'll read these to you in a second. You're embracing your truth and you're moving forward on something. Change. Look at that. Gemini just got a bunch of goosebumps. And you are rooted in courage in doing this. Yeah, I heard like, if not now, when? Okay, I'll read these to you in a second. I want to get you 3 more Oracle cards. 3 Oracle cards here for Gemini, please, for July. 3 more Oracle cards for Gemini. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. Cleansing Rain. Mystic Fog. True Path. Bottom of deck, Winding Path. All right, Gemini, leap. Leap forward, overcoming obstacles along the way. So you're definitely moving forward here with something. We have Cleansing Rain, let go, renew. The rain washes away the old. I really think you're making a plan here to move forward. Embrace your truth, accept your true self, loving yourself and others unconditionally. It's like, I have to do this for me. If not now, when? Mystic fog. Embrace the unknown. Told you, mystery leads to discovery. I have to do this. I don't know what's on the other side of this, but it has to be better than this. And so I have to move forward. Like you're feeling a calling. Change. Dare to change and embrace new possibilities. Aries had this as well. So if you have a lot of Aries placements, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries, maybe you want to look at their reading as well. True path. Follow your true path. Trust the journey ahead. The bottom of the deck, you have rooted in courage. Find strength in challenges. Like deep roots, stand firm in the storm. I love this for you. There's also another deck here that I have, that the two trees like this that are reflective, it's actually called the Lover's card, which is you and your highest vibration, whether you have someone else here that you're working on this or not. And then you have winding path. Life's journey is a winding road. Enjoy the adventure. Gemini, you're going through a portal. You're going through some kind of portal here, and you're making a plan here to change your life. And you know that it'll be difficult, and you know that it's not overnight success or overnight achievement, but you're starting to do this in July, and in August, you're continuing to move forward on this. So it's not something that you change your mind about, and it's not something that you give up on. Let's get you some kippers. We'll close it out with some kippers. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Oh my God, the despair card in the reverse. Yeah, again, I don't know, you're moving in a direction where you feel you won't be in despair, or you will be emotionally or financially abundant. Let's get 2 cards here for that top row. 2 cards here for the top row for Gemini. We have bad health came out on the side. Wow, look at that. Family room and marriage on the side. This is you. Remember I said where you're contemplating? Gemini, there's something here. You're making a decision to move on from something that has been a staple in your life for a long time. It's not terrible, but it could be better. But it can't be better. So you're deciding to move on from this contract. Marriage in this deck for me is a contract, whether professional, platonic, or romantic. And it's like, I can't leave it now, but I can make a plan to leave it. So you're moving on from something that has not been emotionally or financially fulfilling, but something that has been a staple in your life. I also think with that family card, you're not telling a lot of people about this. Like some people know, but some people don't know. It's like people are on a need to know basis here. 2 cards here for that center. We have poverty and we have unexpected income. Yes, I have to move towards it. Remember I said that with that 6 of Pentacles here to the 5 of Pentacles. That was the feeling. I'm moving on from situation, environment, or connection that hasn't been beneficial to me, and I'm moving towards prosperity. I'm going from poverty to unexpected income. So you're going from emotional poverty to unexpected emotional abundance. Same thing applies if it's financial. If not now, when? Some of you are locating. You are relocating. You could be purchasing a house or selling a home in that unexpected income card. It's only for a few of you, obviously. Like I'm a Gemini sun, that wouldn't apply to me. I'm not selling my house in July. There's no way I could possibly do that. But it's possible for some of you, or you're putting down a deposit on something. 2 cards here for this final row. Child, you're birthing something new. And we have a flipper here. Change. I told you, you are changing your life. Preparing for a big life change. Birthing something new here in your life. And look at that change card. It's card number 9. So again, it's like I have to do this for me. Bottom of the deck, mature man, main female, and high honor. I told you, most of you are doing this with someone else. And if you're not doing this with someone else, it's just you and your higher self making this decision to move forward. Big changes here, Gemini, and it all begins in July. And it looks like come August, you're going to continue to work on this. Okay, I guess we'll see as the next couple of months unfold to see exactly what this is for each of you. But if you want to drop me some comments below, I am really, really curious to know what it is for all of you. If you like this message or resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, good luck. And as always, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.